The next day, students start creating verses for their MindRap.
Okay, well, we basically broke our storyboard up into 3 pieces and a chorus, and we all got either a verse or a chorus to work on. So we got the second verse, and that's when our Cyrus character talks to a little sister.
And starts taking her through the process of how sound goes to the cell phone.
And we only got 8 bars.
Total of 8 bars.
Yeah.
Like here,
yeah.
Okay, you want them to keep talking, or you want the sister to immediately ask the question?
I guess they could keep talking and then like.
Talking forever.
I don't know.
I just feel like there are so many things that we need to cover in the chorus that we can't necessarily get out.
When they come out of this, they're going to have a much deeper appreciation for their teachers, because they're understanding that in order to teach something, in order to relay a concept, you have to understand it so clearly that you know, I think that's a struggle for them, and to be creative with it, they have to dig down deep. They have to dig down deep, and they're doing that.
The students take a break on their verses to hear a lecture on the art of science by Dr. James West.
You've heard a lot about the science of art, going back to the drums, the spoken word. I'm going to talk a little bit about the art of science, because there's very little difference between art and science, because they both depend on what? Creativity. Creativity. You're creating something new. The main engine in the cell phone that the cell phone can't do without is what? The microphone. Exactly. Okay, that happens to be one of my contributions to science and technology. I received the National Medal of Technology for my part in inventing the microphone. 98% of all the microphones that are made in the world today are made on the principles that Gerhard Sessler and I taught in the 60s, okay? Granville T. Woods, he's one of my heroes. I found a patent from 1884 on a telephone transmitter. Granville T. Woods sold his patent for his telephone transmitter to A.G. Bell. And this is better known as the carbon microphone. The carbon microphone was the first microphone in the telephone, only to be replaced by what? The electret microphone. So you see, as far as telecommunications is concerned, the very front end of telecommunications, the very front end of entertainment, the microphone, right, really started with a black man and continued by a black man.
In the classroom, students practice their presentation skills.
I think the 6th graders are going to ask them questions that they're going to have to be able to answer. So they have to be able to engage and be clear and not use words that are going to distract the 6th graders from understanding what we're trying to teach them. You have 30 seconds to pick a word, and you're going to think about the word. Some of the words have to do with what we've been doing. Some of the words don't have to do with what we've been doing. So the word I picked is jungle. So to come up here, think about what I'm going to say, and I have to capture in my audience. Within 30 seconds, I got to make you guys want to learn about the jungle.
Oh, hold on. Let's talk about hippos. Okay, look. So hippos are about the biggest beast on the planet I've ever seen. I would not want to meet a hippo. I'd probably shoot it. They're so scary and funky at the zoo. They smell terrible. Like, oh my God. Why did they put the hippos in the zoo? But like, hippos are stank and they're funky and they're fat and they're gross and they really don't do anybody any good. Like, what was God thinking?
Okay, everyone, today I will be teaching you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, about sound waves. Sound waves are physical waves that go through air that are transmitted via vibrations. they vibrate. Like when you do this, it vibrates because you can hear it. It goes into your ear, and eventually it's picked up. It's picked up by the outer ear, goes through the middle ear, and is picked up.
Stop. Oh my God!
Tori shares a lesson plan for the MindRap presentation.
So this is a brief overview of our lesson plan. First we're gonna do a name game, and I will be the facilitator for that. But we will get into different groups for learning these three basic things: frequency, analog digital conversion, and hip hop history. Then we will have a live performance, which includes all of us.
Later, students practice their lyrics.
We're doing a mock recording so that the students get an idea of the recording process, so that when we get in the studio tomorrow, they're going to be in an isolation booth. That's something that they're not familiar with. They're not familiar with wearing headphones and hearing themselves back through the headphones. So I think the more that they do it, the more comfortable they're going to be when they get in the studio, and we'll get a better performance out of them. So, and you know, I want them to feel good about it. So that's why. And I'll get you as far away from the speakers as possible. I'm going to play the beat, and you're just going to perform it, okay?
Wave. I'm on the amplitude when I'm with you. No matter the high or low, my heart beats for you. Not even harmonicas could catch a beat of my heart. The frequency so loud, this is how you make me feel right now. The vibrations all over my body. This voice is just making me crazy. But the waves of emotions driving me forward. So baby, you should just take this offer.
After a day of rehearsal, students head to the studio to record their MindRap.
I know, no time to talk, kid, just eat these magic beans.
Yes, you can!
The waves in the water, vibrations in the air, the little talking drums, the sillier air here.
That was really good. Let's do another one, I think.
Students hear the final mix of their MindRap the day of their big presentation.
Hello, Kayo, I think that DJ like me.
How you know he like you?
Hold up, little sisters in my ear, running questions that